Okay. So nice to see everybody and have those few minutes at the beginning to chat and catch up with each other. Soon we'll all be together again. We'll find a space and we'll figure it out. But for now, I love our Zoom time together, and we can be grateful for that. I never even knew about Zoom before March. Okay, so let's take a few moments here to just settle in. So laying down on your back, just take a few moments to breathe a little bit deeper than you normally do. And just notice any sensations that you're having in the body. Any areas of the body that may feel a little bit tight. Any areas in the body that may be holding any emotions that you're feeling. And then use this time to just allow your breath to flow with ease. And we do create a lot of positive energy when we practice together. So maybe at the beginning of today's practice, just thinking about the people in our group who may need a little bit of positive energy sent their way. And just hold their name in your mind as you practice. We are all connected, and we can support each other simply just by sending our thoughts and energy to each other, especially when we can't be physically together. So allowing the breath to come in through the nose and out of the mouth. Letting the mind quiet down. And then let's gently bring the knees into the chest and feel how that feels in your back. Swaying left to right a little bit. Making some circles with the knees in one direction and then the other. And then we'll lift the feet towards the ceiling, lift the arms up and back, just noticing how you feel in the backs of the legs and your shoulders, modifying if you need to by soft knees and soft elbows. We'll take a deep breath in here, and then as you exhale, let's hug the knees into the chest. Inhale, arms reach, feet lift. And exhale, hug the knees in. One more time, just like that. Inhale, arms reach, feet lift. And exhale, hug the knees in. We'll take both feet down as we reach for the strap, keeping your yoga strap in a loop. And if you don't have a yoga strap, just use a belt or whatever you have and just gently hold on to each end. Hopefully by now everybody has a yoga strap. Place it around your back, at your upper back, at your shoulder blades. Right foot is in, left leg goes straight. So really straighten your left leg here. This is your hip flexor. So you want to feel your heel reaching away. And then just relax the leg down. Your right leg can bend or straighten. Let your arms relax out to the sides. Relaxing through the neck and shoulders. And just pausing here to open up the hamstring. Breathing deeply. Letting the thoughts in your mind just quiet down. Let your breath flow with ease. So this meditative part of the practice at the beginning is super important to really bring you here and have that mind-body connection. And then using your breath to process your emotions and feelings. And just being right here, right now. So let's soften the right leg and reach the right leg over to the left. Doesn't have to go too far. You can keep a soft bend in the knee or straighten. This is starting to get into the hip, the whole IT band. Breathe extra deep here. Relax your low back. Soft muscles around the face, relaxing the space between the eyebrows, relaxing the jaw. Take a nice full deep breath in. And then as you exhale, let's bring that right leg back to center. Bend the left. We'll take the right foot out of the strap and come into a figure 4. So if you're feeling super tight in your hips, you don't need to lift your left foot off the floor. You can just scoot it closer to your seat. If you can reach for the back of the thigh, great. If you would like to get deeper in the hip, let's reach for the shin. So your hands are clasped over the shin. That might feel too deep. So you can go right back into the thigh. You can shift the weight of the legs left to right a little bit and then pause over to the left, drawing the left knee in towards your left shoulder. So we've had a request for hip openers. We're also sending our positive energy out to Lynn's husband with his hip. So really focus in on that hip area today. Creating positive energy, letting go of negative stress and energy. And just breathe through. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. We'll bring the leg back to center. Right foot is going to come down to the floor. Left foot is going to come into the strap. So left foot comes in. Right leg goes straight here. So really, before the leg hits the floor, reach. So you're reaching your heel far away and then drop it down, so that you can get into the hip flexor on the right leg. Left leg easing into the thigh. Using the strap for support. So the strap here should be tight. So notice when you breathe into the lungs, you can feel the expansion in the rib cage, into the strap, into your back. The rise and fall of the chest and belly, moving as you breathe. Eyes are closed. Relax any part of the body here where you may be holding on to tension. breath in. And then as you exhale, we'll take the left foot over to the right, allowing the outside of the hip to lengthen and open, stretching through the IT band. Using your breath to relax. Let the back of your body feel as though it's heavy and making an imprint into the ground. Take a full deep breath in. And then as you exhale, let's bring that left leg back to center. Bend the right knee. We'll take the left foot out of the strap. Left foot crosses over the right leg and come into your figure four. So right foot can stay down. You can reach for the back of the thigh or reach for the front of your shin. A gentle sway left to right with just the legs. And then let the legs pause over to the right, drawing your right knee in towards your right shoulder. Relax your low back. And then again, letting go of tightness, tension, and stress that may be trapped or that you're holding on to in the hip. Deep, full breaths. So taking an hour to consciously breathe, obviously we're breathing throughout the whole day, but when you can think about your breath and really breathe to your full capacity, your nervous system is telling your body to relax. So bringing your physical practice to such a different level when you can incorporate your breath and your mind into your practice. So take one more full breath in here. And then as you exhale, we're going to let both feet come down to the floor, mat width apart. Windshield wipering the legs left to right, getting into your back, into the thighs, into the hips. Nice and slow. And when you get to the deepest expression of the pose on one side, pause and reach. And then when you come back to center, we're going to hug the knees into the chest, rock left to right a little bit, and then you can either roll front to back and come up to sit, or roll to one side and bring yourself up to sit. So we're going to move the strap out of the way. We're going to come onto hands and knees. Knees are going to be parallel. Big toes are going to touch. And we're going to sink our hips down towards the heels. Make a pillow with your hands, so stack your hands and let your forehead come down onto your hands. And just pause here. Shift your hips left to right. Relax your shoulders. Breathe into your lungs, expanding the back. So here we're going to let both hands reach out in front, palms down, elbows and forearms up, but then walk your hands over to the left. You're going to take your right hand and reach, and then your right hip reaches back towards your right heel. And you could just let your head relax. You can even let your head rest against your right upper arm, kind of leaning in. Opening up the side of the body, reaching with your hip to ground down. Getting underneath that right shoulder blade. And then let's lift the head gently, walk the hands all the way over to the right, reaching especially with your left hand. Your head can rest against your left upper arm, opening up the whole left side, grounding down through your left hip. You can even relax your right elbow down. And just breathe deeply here. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Let's come back to center and walk the hands forward. Knees go a little bit forward. We're going to come onto hands and knees at tabletop pose. Wrists are under your shoulders. Knees are underneath your hips. We're going to let the hands spread nice and wide. Wrists go a little bit more forward here. And then we're going to move the spine with your breath. So curl the toes under, drop your belly and chest, and then lift the chin, opening up through the neck. That's your inhale. And then exhale, tuck the chin, round the back, tops of the feet press down into the ground. Inhale, curl the toes under, drop the belly, lift the chin. Exhale, tuck and round. One more time, just like that. Inhale, curl the toes under, drop the belly, lift the chin. And exhale, tuck and round. From here, we're going to come into neutral spine. Left foot goes back, right hand reaches forward. We're going to lift the left leg. So I would keep everything a little bit lower than your hip and your shoulder. Really helps me engage my core a little bit more and relax through the shoulder and the hip. So you're finding balance and strength here. We're breathing deeply. Belly drawn in. Neck is long and relaxed. Take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, right hand comes down, left toes come down, pivot your right foot to the right, roll to the arch of your left foot, left hand reaches up towards the ceiling. Couple options here. You can stay right here. You can lift your left foot. You can lower the left foot and try to scoot your right foot under your left so your arches are touching. And if you're really feeling super strong today, you can lift your left leg off of the right. So just feel wherever you want to go today. Try, find your pose, breathe. Take a full breath in, and then as you exhale, let's slowly make our way down. We're going to come into child's pose with the knees together. Sit back and let your hands rest by your feet. Relax your shoulders, relax your wrists. Let your forehead ground down into the mat. Breathe into the space between your shoulder blades. Relax through the jaw and your neck. Just check in with yourself. Notice any thoughts or feelings that you're having, and then just allow your breath to process. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. We're going to make our way up onto hands and knees again. We'll take 3 breaths here. So inhaling, curl the toes under, drop the belly, lift the chin. Exhale, tuck and round. Just really getting some nice movement in the spine. Inhale. And exhale. One more time, just like that. Inhale. And exhale. Neutral. Right foot goes back. Left hand reaches forward, and then we'll lift the right leg. So soften your left shoulder. Nice, strong, flexed right foot. Belly draws in towards your back. Keeping it engaged. Relaxing through the neck. Take a full breath in. And then as you exhale, left hand comes down, right toes find the floor behind you. Pivot the left foot to the left. Right foot presses down as you reach your right hand up towards the ceiling. Again, you can lift your right leg if you want to. You can scoot your left foot under your right foot. And maybe you lift your right foot and you breathe. So whatever version of the pose you're in, that's the version you're supposed to be in. So just breathe through. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, slowly make your way back down. We'll take that narrowed knee child's pose once again to relax your wrists and relax your shoulders. Forehead down. You can rock left to right a little bit. If anybody ever gets tension headaches or migraines, take your time here in child's pose with the eyes closed to ground down through that forehead and relax your neck and just feel your head, feel your skull. Heavy into the mat. Letting any tension melt away. And then when you're ready, slowly come up and we're going to come on to forearms. So forearms on the floor, knees are back. I've been doing the Silvestro challenge in all of my classes. We've been working through 1.5 minutes. I believe in this class, though, we might have done 1 minute and 45. I can't remember. So that's what we're going to do today. That last 15 seconds kind of pushes me over the edge, so I'm not sure how much I'm going to make today. But today is a new day, and tomorrow will be a different day. So we're just going to do what we can today. So set yourself up, your upper body first. Alexa, please set a timer for 1 minute and 45 seconds.
1 minute and 45 seconds, starting now.
Okay, so straighten your legs or knees are down. Hips are lifted, belly is drawn in. Pressing down with your forearms, opening through your collarbones, opening through your upper back. Draw the belly in. So try to stay connected to your core here. So the muscles that we are building here are supporting the spine, are supporting our low back from injury, are helping us have good posture, getting stronger here in the bones in the upper back and shoulders. You can move the head around if you're feeling tight in the neck. You can always come down to your knees if you need to. If you come down to knees, come down to the tops of your feet as well and push your feet down into the mat. Try to stay right here. Don't let your mind go anywhere else. You can even bring your hips down if it's too much. And if you're not able to breathe with ease, then lower down. But you want to be able to breathe. Oh, this is probably those last 15 seconds, I'm guessing. I knew that was the end. Alexa, stop timer. Thank you. Oh my gosh. All right, come down. That was a long time. If we're building up to 3 minutes, I don't know. I mean, you guys are my heroes. Alexa, stop timer, please. Okay. Oh, take a moment here. Relax your head down onto your stacked hands. Oh, you guys that did 3 minutes, Thea and Debbie, I don't know. That minute and 45 is hard. All right, we're going to keep working on it. We're going to get there. We're inspired. We're inspired. Okay, tops of the feet are going to come down. Hands are coming by your sides. Take a full breath in, and then as you exhale, push yourself up and back. Keep the hands where they are. Just reach back and get a nice stretch in the shoulders. And then coming forward, we're going to step the right foot forward up between our hands. If you didn't throw your blocks away to the side, grab your blocks. Michael threw his blocks. But we have blocks. If you need them, try to use them. If you don't have them, that's okay. So here we're sinking deep into the left hip. So your right knee is over your right ankle. We're getting deep into the hips here. So your left hip flexor and your right hip joint. Try to make sure your right inner thigh is pulling in, not flaying out. It's coming in. Take a breath in as you lift your chin and look forward. And then as you exhale, let your hips go back, head drops down, toes stay down. Inhale, hips go forward, down, lift the chin, open the chest. Exhale, pull back. Inhale, hips forward and down. And exhale, pull back. Okay, coming forward here again, hips are strong. We're going to curl the left toes under, lift the left knee, and we're in a lunge pose. So you have the option to stay here. You can come up a little bit so that your fingertips are on the floor and you're feeling really strong in the legs. Or you can take your hands and reach them behind you. So this is strengthening your right thigh and your right hip and your right knee. Left thigh is also really strong. Chest is open, shoulders are relaxed. Breathing here. Beautiful. Nice. Nice and strong. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, we're going to bring the hands down. Drop your left knee, left foot. Bring your right hand to the inside of your right foot. Turn your toes to 2 o'clock. Roll to the pinky side. If you can, come down onto forearms, maybe onto blocks. The floor is really deep, so you might not want to come down onto the floor. Relax your head and neck and sway left to right. So this is getting deep into that right hip joint and your left hip flexor. Close the eyes and visualize what we're trying to let go of here. So maybe that's just physical tightness that you're trying to let go of. Maybe you have some emotional tension. Let it go. Process through with your breathing. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Okay, we're slowly going to come up here. You're going to let your right foot face forward. You're going to frame your front foot with your hands or blocks. We're going to curl the left toes under, lift the left knee, scoot your left foot forward a little bit, and let your right leg go straight. So 2 straight legs, all 10 toes pointed forward, hip width between your feet. Pause here, relax your head. So just lengthening through that right leg, pulling your right hip back. Okay, from here, hands stay where they are. You're just going to step your right foot back about halfway between your left foot and your hands. We're going to push off with the left foot, so now you're standing on your right foot. You can stay here or open your left hip so that your arch of the foot is parallel to the floor and your hips are stacked, and you can start to think about lifting your left hand up towards the ceiling. So now we're engaging that right hip as we're weight bearing down. So we've been focusing on releasing tension in the hip as well as strengthening the muscles around the joint. Take a full breath in, and then as you exhale, bring your left foot down next to your right foot, soft knees, and just hang in a forward bend. Shake out the head and neck. Let your belly rest on your thighs. Head hangs heavy. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, we're going to step the right foot back, drop the knee. Left foot back, drop the knee. Pivot both feet to the right. Roll back onto your left hip. Send both feet to the front. Soles of the feet together. A really big diamond here. Holding on to your ankles or shins. Reach up nice and tall, and then exhale, fold over your legs. Inner thighs, outer thighs, and hips relax. Relax your back and your neck. Just pausing here. Deep breath in and a full breath out. And then slowly let's make our way up. Bring the knees to the center, send your feet to the side. We're going to come back up onto hands and knees, and then we're going to send the left foot forward, up between your hands or blocks. Left knee is right over the left ankle. right knee is really far back. So now this should feel really good on the right hip to drop that right hip down. Left hip is heavy as well. Inhale, look forward. And then exhale, pull back. Inhale, hips go forward and down. And exhale, pull back. One more time, just like that. Inhale, forward, and exhale, pull back. Good. Coming back to forward, we're going to curl the right toes under and lift the right knee. If you need to drop the knee, you can keep it dropped onto the floor. We're just trying to find a little bit of strength in the legs. You can come up onto fingertips, or you can take your hands back behind you. Try not to let your belly rest on your thigh. Keep your belly drawn in. Legs are super strong here. That left thigh is pulling in towards your center. Breathe through here. Relax your neck. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Gently bring the hands down. Right knee comes down. Top of the right foot comes down. We're going to bring your left hand to the inside of your left foot. Turn the toes to 10 o'clock. Roll to the pinky side. Feel free to come down onto forearms, onto blocks or the floor. You can gently sway left to right here. So again, bring your awareness to the hip and allow your breath to flow with ease, to process whatever you're feeling right now. Relax your head, neck, and shoulders. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. We're going to come back to center with the left toes, so point them forward. Framing your front foot, we're going to curl the right toes under, lift the right knee, scoot the right foot forward a little bit, and then let your left leg go straight. So your back heel can be lifted or reaching down, just depending on how far apart your legs are. Hands on the blocks. Two straight legs or straight-ish. Lengthen through the spine, lengthen through the legs. Feet are hip-width apart. And then we're going to gently bend your left knee, step it back about halfway back. And then push off with your right foot so you're standing on the left. So you can stay right here, or you can turn your right foot so the arch is parallel to the floor. Your hips are more stacked on top of each other, and reach your right hand up towards the ceiling. So building a lot of strength here around the bones in your hip joint. Looking for balance. So try to stay focused, grounded, and connected to your breathing. Take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, slowly come down. Right foot next to the left. Hang in a forward bend. Let your head just hang heavy. Bend your knees. Hold on to opposite elbows if you'd like. Pause and breathe. We're going to let both hands come down. Step one foot back, drop the knee. Other foot back, drop the knee. Shift your feet over to the left. Come down onto your right hip. Send the feet to the front. One more time with the soles of your feet together. Sit up nice and tall. And then hinge forward over the space between your legs. Relaxing your low back. Relax down into the thighs. Let your head hang heavy. Relax your shoulders. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. We'll slowly make our way back up and then transition back down onto your back. So coming down onto the back, feet are down on the floor, heels coming in towards your seat, knees are bent. So there are two ways to lift for bridge, or two ways that people often lift into bridge. Lifting from your low ribs or lifting from your hips and your pelvis. I'm going to have you lift from your hips and your pelvis. It just protects your back. So just keeping your hands down by your sides, feel as though you're trying to let your pelvis meet your pelvis bone meet your belly button. So you're just going to inhale and lift. So you're not going to lift very high. You want to keep your low ribs in, and you're lifting through the hips, and you're just pausing here. Palms are down, strong through the hip flexors as they're lengthened and strengthened. Take a deep breath in and then exhale, slowly lower. Let's do that again. Inhale, lift. Pause. Try to draw your rib cage, your low ribs in towards each other. Belly button and pelvis coming together. Take a deep breath in and then exhale, lower. And we're going to do one more time, just like that. Inhale, lift. Breathe. Chest coming in towards your chin. Thighs are strong. Seat is strong. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, slowly lower down. We're going to hug both knees into the chest. Rocking left to right here. We're going to let your left foot come down to the floor, bent knee. Reach for the outside of your right foot, the pinky side. If you can't reach your foot, then you can hold on to your ankle or underneath your knee, or you can use your strap around your foot. So we're going to draw your right knee down towards the side of your torso. Little bit deeper, you can straighten your left leg along the floor. Little bit deeper, you can pass your right foot into your left hand. Only if you want to. Little bit deeper. You can put your right foot into the crease of your left elbow. Right knee into the crook of your right elbow. Interlace your hands. Sway left to right. You don't have to. You can have your head lifted, chin tucked. Any version of this pose that you're in is perfect. Everybody's hips are different. Everybody's body is different. So wherever you are in this pose is perfect. Take one more full breath in, and then as you exhale, let's let that right foot come down to the floor with a bent knee. Left knee draws into the chest. Reach for the outside of your left foot. Drawing your left knee down towards the outside of your torso. You can stay right here. If you want to go deeper, right leg can go straight along the floor. You can stay right here. If you want to go deeper, you can pass your left foot into your right hand. And only if this is available to you, you can put your left foot in your right elbow, left knee into your left elbow, head can lift off the floor, hands can be interlaced. Again, you don't have to. Everybody's body is completely different. There's no point of pushing yourself. We're just trying to tap into your hip. And then slowly transition out of the pose, letting your left foot come down to the floor. Both feet mat width apart, gentle windshield wiper left to right. Come back to center with the legs. You can keep your feet mat width apart and just let the knees touch, or any other final relaxation pose you want to find for Shavasana, feel free. Just be in a pose where you can completely relax and breathe with ease. Just take a few moments here to let your practice settle. Just notice your thoughts, notice any feelings. And remember, when you're having feelings and emotions, that generally 50% of the time our emotions are good and 50% of the time they're not good. And that is normal. We are human beings. We are supposed to feel everything. It's how you process the feelings, how you think, and then how you act that you do have a little bit more control over. So if you are going through grief and you're feeling sad or alone, that is 100% normal. You are supposed to feel that way. And it's okay. Nothing has gone wrong. You can just sit with those feelings and breathe to process. And then when you're ready, you can change your thoughts to something that might create a feeling that might make you feel a little bit better at the moment. Whether that's a happy memory or something else positive that you're doing in your life. The same goes for if you are concerned about a family member that is ill. You are supposed to be worried. and scared for them. Sit with those feelings, process them, allow them, and then when you're ready, maybe create some thoughts that might make you feel a little bit better. Thoughts about being confident in the care that person is receiving. Thoughts about knowing how strong that person is fighting against that illness. So just remember throughout your day, when you have an array of thoughts and feelings, that is normal. And that you have the ability to sit with your feelings and process them. And then you are in control of your thoughts. And your thoughts create your feelings. And if you're having trouble with your thoughts, grab a piece of paper and a pen and just write them all down. Whatever thoughts you're having, just write them down. And then look at your thoughts and see which one you'd like to work with. And then use that thought to create your feelings. So from here, deepen your breathing. Take in the positive energy that we've created on your inhale. And then send that positive energy out to someone specific, or just send it out on your exhale. And then we'll gently begin to move the body, fingers, toes, legs. And then when you're ready, just slowly transition out of Shavasana, making our way up to seated. And then once seated, just let the eyes be closed. And we'll place our right hand over the heart, the left hand over the right hand. And remember that we are all connected. We are here with each other, and we are here for each other. So even during this pandemic, when sometimes we feel more alone, you have people that you can reach out to that are here for you. Let's bring the palms together in front of your heart center to honor your practice, honor each other, and sending our positive vibes and energy to Lynn's husband. Namaste.